Welcome back, everybody, to the Unrivaled Projectile YouTube page. Today, back on NASCAR Heat 5 for our career mode series here. Going to Jefferson to start out the episode with our best road course car so far in the career. So I'm going to jump in, do just a few laps of practice, and then we'll head to qualifying. Alrighty, so I ran just a single lap here at Jefferson, and based on our previous lap times, I think we were about 4 to 5 seconds faster with that improved car. I think we're going to be pretty close to that goal time, especially since I think that's going to drop about a second once we get to qualifying. So just going to dive in and see what we can do here in qualifying. The pole position is a 106, so not going to have a chance there, but our time to try to get is going to be a 109, and we do still have that warm-up lap. So hopefully get all the mistakes out of the way early, hopefully, but then again, maybe not. As we've kind of seen in general with my racing, if there's a time when I need no mistakes, I will make all the mistakes. So guess that's just part of the pressure of racing. So just kind of driving with the same philosophy as we've been carrying throughout this entire season, is just consistency. So not trying to overdrive anything like we do there, but just keep everything nice and easy and not try to do too much, because that's what has gotten us in trouble in the past. So
coming to the green, this one counts.
Qualifying lap here. Making sure to slow down enough through that first corner, get us a good run off into the second corner. Overdrove that corner just a little bit, not terribly. Still stayed on track, but did run that out a little bit wider than I would have liked to. Slid up a bit more than I would have liked to as well, but not a terrible lap here so far. Making sure to get on the brakes early there, so we have a controlled slide through that section there. And I think the improved car is really helping us out here. Definitely can notice the speed difference, and even in terms of handling, there's quite the difference as well. Overdrive that last corner just a little bit, but not a terrible time compared to our practice lap. We were right there. Still only 17th in terms of qualifying, but I think we'll be right there in terms of race pace. So we'll head there now and see where we end up. We need to make up 6 spots to fight for our goal position, but I think that should be somewhat doable here. So
alright, you're coming to the green. Be ready here. Time to go.
And we've got that 100 rated engine, which I think is really going to help us, especially as we go into that long paved straight. I think we're going to be able to make up a lot of time there. So making sure not to run this corner too wide, just trying to stick with the guys in front of us, stay in contact with them. As you can see, we're making up a lot of time through the corners, and that's just kind of the name of the game. aiming for top 10 here for consistency's sake. And that's going, best way to do that is just running consistently. So it's right there. We just need to run clean laps and we'll be right there in contention for it. Up to 13th, we get a caution here that was not created by us for once. It's kind of a surprise, I know. But 3 more spots, 2 more laps left, and we'll see where we end up. This is actually going to play into our hands quite well, as we definitely do better when everybody's bunched together. So we'll see what we can do to start here. Running wide here, that's what I was afraid of. Didn't really want to get tapped there, and we're going to have another caution as somebody just died back there. Not sure if you guys saw that, but he went for quite the ride there. Not pitting once again. Puts us up into 11th, and this is the almost worrying thing about Jefferson is the fact that I barely tapped that guy on that corner. Wasn't really even our fault, and he went for quite the wild ride. But we're slowly gaining positions on these restarts, and it puts us in better and better contention for a really good finish here. So especially through these 2 corners right here, we make up so much time. Car to our right, having to make sure we line this up correctly, as we got a car that goes around in front of us, but he may not have gone all the way around. It is going to bring out the caution though. It's going to move us up into 8th place. So sitting really well here. Again, we're not really doing anything to cause these wrecks. Maybe a few little bumps. The first caution was not our fault at all. We were nowhere near anybody when that one happened. But these other ones haven't really been our fault at all either. As we've just given them slight little taps, and then they have completely spun out for whatever reason. So again, we're stuck with the car to the inside here, but we let them through, kind of make up spots through that corner right there. We're able to just dive bomb it in there. Just maintaining our spot at this point. Really good corner, getting onto paved straight. Sure to get on the brakes early. Back on the gas to slide it through. So we're in the middle of 3 wide right now, as Wood just loses it all by himself there. We did not touch him at all, and we're up into 6th with another restart. So we are doing a lot better than I thought we would, just because of the restarts here. So I guess we'll kind of see what happens. Really need to make sure we stay consistent, just so we don't make any major mistakes and lose that top 10, and really just trying to stay consistent. I'm not sure if that was our fault or not. I feel like it was. We are driving those first 2 corners quite different from everybody else, but I don't feel like it should be upsetting. Those are such low speed corners, I don't feel like it should be upsetting anyone else really. But so you can see we get a massive jump on the starts, and we will see what else we can do on this lap. So there's another car getting loose behind us once again. Got a car trying to come inside of us. The leaders are going to kind of pull away, and I'm okay to just kind of sit back here and block for them if they just want to run away with it. If they just want to run away with it and get across that start-finish line so we can start the last lap, then get a caution, I'd be perfectly okay with that. Actually, a really good corner for us there. We got a car get to the inside of us there, but that's okay. Oh, and that's going to bring out a caution. I'm not sure where that's going to put us. Oh, and it does bring it out soon enough so that we do not lose our place. We had, I think that's Leslie Gomez kind of sideswipe us there. We do not want to pit. We need to keep that track position. And now we've got spots to make up, so yeah.
Right, you're coming to the green. Be ready here. All clear.
Try to get these spots back on the restart.
Right side clear. All clear. Car left. All clear.
We run that corner a bit wider than we have lately, but it sets us up for the inside on that corner. There's nobody beside us, so we can run it full steam ahead through that set of corners, and it's going to set us up well going into this long straightaway where we finally have speed. Not really gaining on anybody, but we are able to make up spots there. Able to go deeper into that braking zone than the AI are. We didn't touch anybody once again, but it's going to play to our favor as we are able to make up quite a bit of time on these restarts, gain quite a few positions. So yeah, once we get to this position, it's just about getting back to that start-finish line so we can finish off the race. So we get into the inside wall there, not ideal. However, we're still sitting in 10th with our best part of the course yet to come. Really good corner actually from us there. Wasn't on the track necessarily, as we absolutely smashed that wall. That one is actually probably out for us. 7 seconds of damage, but we are not going to pit. It's just going to be aero damage that isn't really going to matter here. And the dirt cars, more it's just about keeping your momentum up, more so than having an aerodynamic car. So that second gear is just not what we need it to be in that first set of corners, but it's alright. Got a car to our inside. Going to learn our lesson here in that set of corners. Make sure I hit the brakes there. So there are 3 wide in front of us, and 1 to our right. Going diving in deep here. Running a little bit wide, but it's alright. And we've got a good little battle going on here for the last few spots in the top 10. So just need to make sure that we hang on to a top 10 here.
3 wide now.
As the leaders have crossed the finish line, we kind of get into horn there.
Nice job.
But we do get the top 10 in that race. So hard fought. Maybe not exactly what we deserved there, but I feel like we did race fairly clean there in that race. So $3,700, and we'll bring it back to the main menu. Alrighty, $16,000 in the bank. Get some moderate savings there, and we've got we have the double dirt races coming up for the dirt series. 2 more races until the playoffs begin. As you can see there, maybe you're sitting pretty well in the standings, 4th overall in points. So hopefully we can carry that into the playoffs. Have a good car for that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and forget. Can we upgrade our suspension? We cannot quite yet. That would have been really good to have, but we cannot. We also cannot buy that 5th car. So Richmond could be a bit of a struggle, just depending on how much savings we have from Fanatec. But overall, we're going to have a good car. So, going to prepare this short track car. It's going to be a little bit better than the car 3, and prepare the road course car again for Jefferson, which is coming up in just a few races time. So one last person to assign there. We're going to start the work, and we'll see what we can do at Fanatec Fairgrounds. I'll do some practice and then meet you for qualifying. Alrighty, so ignore the best lap time. It did the stupid glitch again. Our best lap time was about 6/10 off the goal time, so not bad, not great, about where we've been. Going into qualifying, our goal time is actually lower than what was in practice, so definitely not hitting that. I'm guessing it's going to put us about 15th, if I had to guess. Okay, make that like 17th, because that was a bad corner. So that's just me guessing a time, but I think that's right about where we're going to end up. What's the lap time? 18.92 puts us in 18th, so not a bad guess, all things considered. My best lap time would have put us in 17th, so got some ground to make up, but we'll do our best in the race. Need to make up 8 spots, but I think our race pace will be better than that of what we were in practice or qualifying, as we've kind of seen. Our straight line speed is absolutely insane now with the 100 engine. Don't lose so much time down the straights anymore, and we're able to finally just make up time and the corners like we need to, not lose down the straightaways like we were at first. So that helped us out a lot. Just don't let anybody get to our inside here. So we run wide. Key I'm finding here is to get on the brakes early so we can catch that inside. This little group is starting to be able to pull away from us here, but nobody from behind seems to be catching us. So we may have about a 10th place car. Starting to run down these guys at the front a little bit more. Drove it a bit too deep there, but not too bad. And yes, we were firmly in the mix here at the front, as we've got cars all around here. Definitely not going to go for the win here. However,
That was a great lap.
we are looking competitive enough to maintain our consistency of those top 10s, which is a good sign. Couple bad corners there, but it's alright. Not losing too much time. That was a bad corner, and we let someone get to our inside. I'm not sure where he came from, but he seems to be on a mission. Seems to have a lot more spin than we do. Really need to focus on hitting the inside groove of the corners again. So we are starting to lose some time to cars ahead of us. We're just starting to get caught by people behind us as well. We're starting to find our groove again. 5 more laps in this race. So we are starting to track down Carter here. The AI baffle me with their high line that they're able to run here. Doesn't make any sense to me. I know they get a better drive off the corner, but I don't see how they're able to keep so much speed throughout the corner. So we're up into 9th, probably where we're going to end up unless we make a mistake. I don't see us moving any higher though. Wood's pretty far up there. Got a little bit too sideways in that corner, but we're alright.
Driver.
And a little bit high there, not terrible. And yeah, Wood's pulling away from us. We're a little bit all over the place right now, but not too shabby. And let's see here. It may be tough to get into the championship 4 here this season. I'm not sure what the tracks are in the playoffs exactly. I'm not sure exactly how the playoffs are set up. I'm not sure how they're set up in the Dirt Series. That could be very tough to be able to make it into those final 4, depending on what tracks we have to go to. So we'll finish up here and head to the main menu. Alright, so we got $20,000 in the bank. We got a smooth driving bonus, which is going to be huge for going into Richmond. Going to have a much better car there. Unfortunately, we're going to have to bring back that same long track car that we were just using though. So put all the best people on that car. So that way I have our best car there, but we are decent at Richmond if I remember right. So then need to prepare a short track car, which we are going to do. We're going to stick Siri on that one instead. Yeah, and then I'm also going to, let's see, we need to work on the road course car for in a few races time, and we'll throw this Doreen kind of wherever. I'm not really sure on the upgrade of suspension or getting the 5th car roughly the same amount, so let me know on that. I'm not really sure what to do there, so if you guys want to help out there, let me know. We'll make that decision next episode, as it's not going to matter for this episode. So then we've got 2 more races. What race is next here? Drebin would be next to complete the 3 top 10s. We're gonna go for it here, but that's always always an option there as well. So yeah, I'll do some practice and meet you for qualifying. Alrighty, so within 6.5 tenths of the goal time, really all things considered, with not the best car, that is doing pretty well in my opinion. So going ahead to qualifying, I expect to be a bit further back in the pack. However, I do think we will still have a chance at that top 10, but we're going to have to really fight for it, and may have to rely on a good finish at Drebin to help bring us home here, because yeah, I don't know, since we're lacking some straight line speed here, it could be difficult to be able to do anything without the straight line speed. So that's a really good lap time from us there, and we're in 15th. That's actually faster than I ran in practice at all. So really good qualifying lap from us there, and I think that gives me a lot more hope for the race. Starting 13th actually, with some penalties from the beginning of the race. So
Almost ready.
Green is out. This race is the one that's a little bit shorter, right? I believe so, yes. Only 10 laps here instead of 13. We're just going to run that bottom and run that bottom, and if we lose the bottom, then we'll check up and get back to the bottom. So no sense in us running high here. Going to take this choice way around the track, and we'll listen to our spotter and stay on the bottom here, even going down onto the apron there a little bit. And if somebody's going to pass us, it's going to have to be on the outside. So or not, because we had someone just barge their way through on the bottom, even though there wasn't really a lane there. So again, just trying to stay consistent and hope for the best result. So we're right back where we started. Decent pack of cars right up here in front of us, but we do have a car that's looking quite fast behind us as well. We came up to a high, we let them get inside, so we're going to allow them to get past, just drop back to the bottom there. And now there's quite the gap, so we'll kind of see here how this ends up. We'll try our best to run down the people in front of us, but just keep it consistent more than anything, as to not let anybody behind us get past. We've got another car coming up here, looking very, very fast there compared to our little bit rundown engine, and they pass us on the outside with ease, even as we slide up some. So there's no stopping that. Back to 15th here, and 4 laps to go now. We see here, as far as I can tell, this is about where we're going to end up. Not a great result, but not terrible either. We're not that far off this pack in front of us, but not quite quick enough to be able to catch up with them. If we had the better engine, you can see they're pulling away from us on the straights. We would be, I think we'd be in front of that pack right there, up near 10th. But with the
go.
rundown engine is just not happening this race. So run some better lap times, get down onto the apron there a little bit. I feel like 3 and 4 were a little bit better than 1 and 2 in terms of hanging with these guys. I feel like they fade a little bit slower, or not quite at all, going down that front straight compared to the back straight. But we're going to be not enough there to be able to gain any positions, so we're going to bring it home in 15th, and we'll bring it back to the main menu. We have made the playoffs, which is huge for us. We kind of knew that going into, I don't know, it was one of the first couple races of the season, but with that one we knew we were likely to make it in, but that makes it official. $25,000 in the bank, good savings there for the driving, and we have the semifinals. We'll have to see how many races we have until the championship. So I believe that's a truck series team, which is huge for us. Granted, it's a 3-star, but I believe Clay Greenfield Motorsports is a truck team. And it is, so we have made it into the truck series for next season, which is going to be huge for us. Gain some extra money, gain some paved track experience. If we do win the Dirt Series Championship, it'll be a bit of a debate on whether we stay in the Dirt Series full-time, or if we send those off screen and just run the truck, or even just don't run in the Dirt Series at all, don't gain any of the extra cash. That's mostly what it would be, is just some extra cash there, as we're going to have pretty good cars and we just simulate those for the extra cash. So we're going to accept that invite very gladly. And let's see here, we have we have 4 races, it looks like, going into the championship. So I think our best bet is to try to win at Drebin, because we just saw that Jefferson and Fantek are not our best tracks. That or Charlotte are going to be our best options. We have been sticking up near 4th place in total points though, which is pretty good, but we had dropped down into 5th for that last race as a result of that 15th place finish. So something that we'll have to keep an eye on there. The intensity is definitely starting to ramp up for that championship. But yeah, let me know on the upgrades, what we should do there. I'm really thinking do the suspension upgrade going into Drebin, which is a short track. That'd put us so that we can be a 195-100 at Drebin with that short track car. And we know suspension is pretty huge at Drebin, just with those high banks, very short track. So I think that's where we're going to want to go. Otherwise, the other option is going to be a long track car with the new car. So let me know there. They're only $500 different, and we have $25,000 in the bank, so plenty of money there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think there. And a little bit shorter episode I think it's going to be for today, but still got through our 3 races. So have yourselves a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Also, a quick note from editor me. If you guys would like me to do a 5-race finale for the length of the playoffs for the Dirt Series, let me know down in the comments below, since I don't think we're going to have any truck races through there. So this episode is definitely going to be shorter, and so would the next one. So let me know on that, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.